welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of the Roma Forum podcast. This is overall episode 9. So I'm joined finally with Anthony. Not that, Christian was, not that, we don't miss him because we do miss Christian, but, I think the OGs are back, but that's
Oh,
okay.
gee.
Um, total disaster in Torino. As I was worried about it, I, uh, tale as old as time. Roma making you uh, look like an idiot and making you eat your own words. Total disaster at home at the Olimpico. Anthony, start us off.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be back. Very excited for the new season. Well, I was until last weekend. Um, I think that everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, starting with the lineup decisions that were made by Gasparini. He was by far the worst of the worst last week. I mean, we'll get into it. Which players we think individually performed poorly, and the couple, I think that we really only picked out two that played well. But the worst player on the field still didn't make as bad decisions as Gasparini going into this match. It was one of the worst um, games in recent memory in terms of choices going in and then execution of the play style on the field. We would say last year on the pod, Christian especially emphasized this, that we play down to the level of the team that we're playing against. And we played below Torino. We went lower, like way lower. And Baroni's, he's not a terrible manager, but Gasparini should be mopping the floor with this guy. And we just went, they said, we're going to go low. And Roma said, we're going to go lower. You know, again, started with the tacticals. I mean, what was your when you saw the lineup and it came out and there was no true striker, which I think is the most tragic part, but I think there are other things that are just as bad. What was your reaction to that lineup?
Well, my initial reaction was, what the fuck? And
Yeah,
then I was like, it's Gasparini. We'll see what has in store. And then as it played out, my reaction went back to what the fuck. Uh,
yeah.
I mean, it was terrible. It was from. It's not that they weren't. I mean, it's just we harped on Torino. They're not in good form. They aren't a good squad,
Right.
but somehow they made Roma look
I
like
mean, we looked horrible.
it
Yeah,
was
we looked
terrible. Like
horrible.
it's just terrible.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that was frustrating is in the first two matches, yeah, they were only two total goals, but you won both of them.
Hmm.
You beat a good Bologna team. I mean, and and then you just scrap everything that you did in the first two matches and decide to come up with something that didn't work. And
Yeah.
when he finally brought a striker on, you could see, okay, well, maybe we should have done this the whole entire match.
Right. I think you're right, and I think that you're wrong in just very subtle ways. Um, Well, I think you're right in subtle ways and wrong in one big way. And the big way is I think we played horribly against Bologna and Pisa. I was not happy with either game, especially Bologna, where Wesley just saved us like from nothing, garbage goal. I wasn't excited like everyone else was. And I think what Gasparini did, you're right. Like he wanted to experiment. He did away with what we were working with the first 2 weeks, because I think that in Gasparini's mind, well, we're just going to find a way to win. We can take this risk. It's the third week of the season. It's not the end of the world if we don't get 3 points. If we get 1 point, it's okay. Um, but that's not how Roma works at all. Um, it was a bad risk to take. He should have never have taken it. I think that it's once again put us in this position where we say, well, it's the beginning of the season, it's only one game. We've won the other. Well, it really doesn't matter. Like in May, let's see what 3 points would be the difference between, right? And against Torino, that was the first time Dybala lost to Torino ever,
I well,
ever.
you know, I wouldn't say that he was exactly a top in the match. I mean, he was totally
Well,
uninvolved
no, but
the,
but
the
but
first half.
can
I
you
think.
blame him? I mean, look at the situation that Gasparini put all of them into, and it was a blunder completely from a tactical perspective. Um, do you have any positives for with respect to any of the players?
I mean, I do. I do. I might as well just stick on the negatives now, and then we can end on a positive note, looking ahead.
Yeah.
But if there are any positives,
Yeah.
Kone was terrible. I thought
Oh yeah, he was bad.
I,
Yeah.
some say some could go against me. I thought Sule was terrible. Um, I thought Dybala was terrible. I thought the wing backs were terrible. I mean, everybody was terrible. It was just all around terrible. Gasparini was terrible. They had 22 shots. They had five
Yeah,
on target, and none went in.
that's
But I
bad.
mean, that's terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah.
So I think, and you're right. In the first two matches, we were kind of just. I said Sule looked terrible, and then he scores, and then he should have scored a second goal. I don't know what
Yeah.
handball, but I was waiting for that moment to happen, and unfortunately, it seemed like we were waiting for something that wasn't going to happen. Um,
Yeah. I
hopefully,
think you could tell in the first like 10 minutes that it was. I don't know how you felt, but after probably 10, 12 minutes, I just got in that mood where that's it. We're not going to win this game. We look terrible. And for any other team, the first 10 minutes, okay, you play poorly, whatever. But you just know as a Roma fan, when you're watching certain games, and the first 15 minutes go by and you just know it's like in the air, it's one of those games. um I agree, Kone looked did not play well. I mean, he looked like an $8 million player. 8 million, we're talking about 80 million euro. Yeah, he looked not even 10, right? um Ionawi was shocking. I thought he was really bad. Um,
he's
Almost as
playing
shocking as Gasparini.
I think he's playing out of position. He should.
Like, I don't even know what you could be smoking to put him in that position to completely embarrass himself like that.
I mean, you might
That
as
was
well put Pellegrini there. I mean,
put me
true. Put
at
my
least.
old son there. Holy shit!
Yeah, I know. You put me or a toddler, you're going to get like a garbage performance. He is a professional, and I couldn't believe how bad he was. By far, besides Gasparini, the most shocking player on the field. I thought the wingbacks were not good. Angelino is. It's taking him some time to adjust. I'm really hoping he turns it around. I really don't want him to be someone where I really like in May, I don't want to sit there and say, "Oh man, I wonder how different this would have gone if we had gotten the 25 million
And
from Saudi Arabia."
I hope it's not an instance where he wanted to go, something, you know, fell through, and he's still his mind is in Saudi Arabia.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's like that. I
I hope
think that
and why I don't know why he didn't throw the Greek guy in there that we just got from Liverpool. I mean,
oh yeah.
how
I mean, I
big of
don't know.
I mean, his substitutes as well. Like you bring on Chelik, who
Hmm.
can probably contribute in the offensive phase of the game as well as I can.
Yeah.
Like, you're down a goal, you need something, and you bring Chelik in. Like
Yeah.
what do we do? And you bring in fucking uh the teenager, but yeah, it's like
Oh, PC Lee?
sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, this again, like starting lineup poor, substitutes not clinical. They're not the
I
subs you make
are
when you need
playing
to.
tonight,
Yeah. Yeah.
but with that, I mean, you know, I guess the good news is, like you said, it was week 3, um, match day 3, whatever you want to call it. It is normal to kind of mess with the tactics a little bit, but I view it as a missed opportunity, 1,000%. You know, Peter said we deserved a tie at least. I think that's incorrect. I think the fans deserved at least a tie.
Yeah.
I think the players deserved everything they got. And
Some of them should be relegated
yeah,
individually.
great.
That was really bad. Yeah.
Um, but going to positives, I mean, I don't even need to say it anymore. I think Svilar, I mean, saves us again.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only
The
guy
defense
worth his salt.
effort all around was solid. I mean, you let up a nice goal, but it could have been stopped, should have been stopped.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes. Um, you know, you look on paper, we had control, what, 73, 75% of,
Yeah. I mean, over 20 shots on goal. I
and
mean,
you
over 20 shots total.
you know, 90% pass accuracy, solid, but you still
Yeah.
and you looked like trash.
I mean, they looked horrible. It produced nothing. I
Yep.
mean, 22 shots period total and then 5 on goal. I mean, if you are 50% as clinical as you need to be, you still win by 2.5 goals
Yeah.
or by one and a half.
It was shocking when I looked to see how many shots there were. I was like, wait, really? Because
Yeah.
I feel like there was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, Sule couldn't buy he couldn't buy a goal.
No.
And it seemed like he was the only one I know you didn't think he played well, and I don't think he played well either, but you
It
know,
just frustrates me. There's times where like he I can see it come like he has a pass there. You know, somebody is making
yeah,
a and instead of hitting that running player, he fucking tries to tee it up on his left foot and
yeah,
into the back corner of the net. You can see it from a mile away, and he's got a. I mean, he's got that spark, but sometimes he needs to be a little more creative.
yeah.
Maybe
Or
a little,
actually, I think he needs to be like more pragmatic,
yep,
right? Like the creative thing to do and the fancy thing to do is to try to curl it from outside the box or right outside the box when you could just play the through ball in
yep.
to a guy who's 6 feet tall and you know was raised in the fields of Ukraine to score goals.
Well,
Or the
yeah.
the
I mean, he looks like he's still dodging,
no, he's horrible.
pitches
Yeah, I
from
I am
Russia.
totally I'm
I'm not
besides
mad at
myself.
that.
Yeah,
I think Ferguson, when given the chance, and we can see he needs to start from the beginning of the match. I mean,
yeah,
I know he doesn't have a goal yet, but everything he does, in my eyes, has been wonderful.
yeah,
And the guy can score goals. I mean, we see it in the preseason. We see it with the Irish national team,
yeah.
North, whatever, whichever one it is, Ireland or North Ireland.
No, he plays for Ireland. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, either
Well,
way.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I apologize to all you Irish folk out there. Um,
No, but I understand. Like he's a goal scorer. He's a proven goal scorer. He can do it. He just needs to play more. That's all. The more minutes he gets, the more goals he's going to score. You know, and I think that we've seen him actually produce goals
mhm.
and produce situations from which goals come. Even last year, even though the numbers were really good for Dovbik last year, especially for his first year in the league,
Yeah.
it was just so uninspiring completely. That's why I think it's so difficult for most people to get on the same page with Dovbik, because we look at the stats and it's like, oh, he has, over 12 goals, over 12 goals, and this, but like, they're horrible.
Yeah.
They're,
It's like
it's whatever, but
going
it's
back to the
besides the
top.
point. I mean, Sule is the future, Dovbik is not, and I think that this h- developing the ability to be pragmatic in front of goal or in build up play, looking for the pass and trusting your teammates, that will come for Sole with age. Um, I think it's great that he does look to take those shots being so young. It shows that he knows that he can do it. He wants to do it. He wants to be that player. And, the club trusts him enough to say, hey, this is a guy we're going to build the future around, right? He's the clear designated successor of Dybala. And Dybala is going to play this year, and then he's more likely than not going to renew, and he'll be on Roma again next year. And he will continue to mentor Sule and then take more of a backseat next year, I'm sure of it. And then after next year, I don't know. They'll probably go somewhere else, Saudi Arabia, or go lose games at Boca with Paredes, and that's another. That's not for this podcast, but yeah. So really terrible match. A little bit of hope. I thought Indica was really good.
Yeah, well, that's not surprising. I thought Mancini was good. I'm pleased with Hermoso. I
Yeah,
mean,
me too. What a delight to be
yeah,
able to for that to have been turned around the way it has. And now you have three really solid starting center backs. And Chelik, obviously not the defensive contribution of a middle aged man from Maryland, the offensive contribution, but defensively, I think he's stellar. Like I really like him a
oh,
lot.
sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, on that side of the ball.
It was a very
Gil,
inspiring substitute. Very
yeah,
that
not when you're
really
chasing a goal. No, like
yeah,
that's the thing too with that Piccili edition. It's like that's good when you're up one and you need someone to go chase the ball
yeah.
and put constant pressure.
And somebody
I don't.
who
He's not someone you like Chelik. You put on to go get the goal, in my opinion, at least right
oh,
now.
I agree.
Um,
Was
but
great.
anyway,
That as you said, there's again long season ahead. I mean, I'm
yeah,
not gonna throw everything out and burn it all.
no, but it's going to come back to bite us. I promise.
Well, it will. And from what we're hearing, it's going to be a fire sale if we don't make champions. We've been hearing that in the past 5 years.
Yeah, but I believe it now, and
Yeah, well,
we'll lose Indika, and we'll lose other players that or may not
honestly,
be starters, but
the Kone name comes out, and I'm like, and I kind of agree that yes, he is a good midfielder,
on
but
his when it's his day, he's probably the best midfielder on the team. I don't even
yes,
think it's a question.
does he score goals?
Not really.
Does he
Well, no. The
have
answer is no.
assists?
No, not no, no,
So it's like, okay,
no. I listen. Like that was the same thing. I don't know if you watch if you keep up with Italian sports media, but like Rajan Nangolan was asked about like Kone, McTominay, and then like comparing himself. They said he said Kone doesn't produce goals. He doesn't produce assists. And in I don't even think it's like Nangolan's like, in my day, I was something else. And he really was. He was such a
oh,
special
yeah,
player. I don't think there's a comparison right now. But I mean, if Kone is able to control the midfield as well as he did last season, obviously he can do it. That is the player that he is. I don't think you can sell him for less than 75 million euro.
but right now I'd rather have Cristante in the starting lineup than Kone.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I
I'm
mean,
he knows Gasparini's system. his best seasons have come under Gasparini. So far this season, I think he looks better than Kone. Uh, I it's tough. There's a lot of
It's
season left, and I hope that I look like a total idiot. And Kone isn't listening to this, but if he is, he lights a fire under his ass to start producing freaking goals and start having some assists.
no, that'll happen. I mean, also this whole Cristante with Gasparini thing. Like when Cristante was on Atalanta, he was playing in a different position. He was an attacking midfield.
No,
Brian Cristante was an attacking midfielder at Atalanta.
which is actually crazy. So why do we?
Well, yeah, because he's built like a living room lamp. Like he's not.
But
He
I also don't get. Okay, well then why do we try and put El Anawi or whatever his freaking name is, Neil? I don't
El
know
Ayanawi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in that position. Why don't you put Cristante there?
Who
We
knows? Maybe
hurt.
something happened at practice. Maybe Gasp saw something at practice. Maybe they tried something out in Trigoria and they're like, well, let's actually try this against a side like Torino. It can't be that bad. And then it was worse than anyone could have imagined. So
Well,
that's how these things work. They go and they practice all week, and the coach sees something, and it happens a couple of times, and he says, "Hey, well, maybe this is a team we should beat if we were one-legged with our eyes closed and an arm tied behind our back. So let's try this." And it was just a perfect storm of shit.
yeah.
Ruined it. It wasn't
Well,
good. So
looking ahead, we have another match that I think you just throw tactics out the window. It's a derby. It doesn't. I mean,
yeah.
which way you throw shit at the wall and see what sticks and what doesn't. And
Well, listen, the derby's coming up, like you said. They're missing. Lazio's missing some pretty key players. I think Patrick's definitely out.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know who else is out.
I want to say Marusic is out, but I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that.
And
But they
then
definitely have two players that when I saw their names, I was like, oh, that's actually unfortunate for them. And this is a Lazio they've lost to Como. They
and
just
couldn't do
they
anything in the off season.
yeah, they've lost. They just lost. Didn't they just lose to Sassuolo?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think they lost 1-0. Um, they brought in a new manager, Sarri. They gave him nothing, literally nothing. They didn't give him a single Sarri styled player. Um, that is a ticking time bomb. All Roma has to do is lock in. Gasparini needs to put forth a normal starting lineup, striker, midfielders, defenders, all in their natural positions, and tell them go score goals, and they will. There's nothing special you need to do. You don't need we don't need two false nines, false 18. Forget about it. To this, Svilar is now took Cristante's spot in the midfield. No, we don't. Normal, like Bologna lineup, Pisa lineup, even go out there, take advantage of the situation that they're in, because even though it's a derby and fitness goes out the window and form goes out the window and it's an entirely new existence, right? You're in a different dimension the week of the derby and in the match. Does just be normal, play your own brand of football, and I can promise if they just do that, they will win.
Yeah. Well,
However, more likely is a draw.
and more likely Svilar is going to replace Cristante, and
Yeah, right.
we're going to pull Cindy Luhu out of the fucking stands and put her in
Forget about it.
left wing back. I mean, it's just going to be.
No, I mean we can't do anything stupid like playing El Ayanawi in the 10 slot. Like that is crazy. You know?
Well, I look forward to the next podcast of us either celebrating a glorious victory in the derby or, uh, wanting
I mean,
to
anything, yeah.
ourselves from the rafters.
Yeah. Anything other than a win this week is a colossal disappointment.
Yeah, oh,
Colossal.
so with that, I got to ask, how's married life treating you?
Good.
Good.
It's great. We just moved into a new place and still making my treks over to Roma Club New York. So it's
How
been
fun.
good. First couple of games of the season. I will say, I was there for Bologna. We won. Pisa, we won. I was not there for Torino and we lost. So I will be there for the Derby.
Okay. Nice.
Um,
There.
yeah, definitely not going to leave anything to chance at all. So,
Well, glad to hear. Glad to hear that. And nothing like young love.
yeah, right. Well, it's even better if Roma can win the Derby this weekend. That would be amazing. I think my wife would appreciate it too. But we'll see. I mean, going into the Derby predictions, I'm going to say it's a win for us. I don't know what the score is. I doubt Roma keeps a clean sheet. Um, Simply because it's the Derby. They're going to score. We just need to score more. Even though they've had trouble scoring
Mhm.
in these first 3 weeks.
I think it'll open up, but I still think it'll be maybe a 2-1 match.
Yeah, I mean, I would love a 3-1 or a 4-1 for
I guess
Roma, but
that's
realistically, I think this is the first match where we can unlock, open it up, score more than one goal. So I definitely think it's a win for us. So, are you on the same page?
I'm on the 2-1 page. I think it is a win. I'm not as confident as I was last week uh, at a win, but that's to be expected.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they figure it out.
I think so too.
I think they go back to the basics. Um, yeah. So with that, we will wrap up this episode. I think, unless you have any final thoughts, want to add anything.
No, I mean, I'm good. I've said my piece, Chrissy, and I think it's just going to the Derby now with confidence and knowing who you are and what you can do and just executing. So I even hate making predictions about the Derby. It's like the worst thing in the world. But I feel
Yeah.
like someone has to shoulder that burden.
Well, thanks for shouldering the burden.
Yeah, no problem.
Alrighty, we'll catch you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.